Okay, so let's break this first one down here. This is basically in the A blues scale. Everything is basically in this entire solo is basically A minor pentatonic, A blues. So this one has a lot of legato on it. We start off just moving up the scale. Really basic stuff there, just hammer on, hammer on. And, or sorry, rather, that was starting on the 5th string, so this. Then we get into this longer legato passage here where we're hammering up and pulling, coming back down. So it goes like this. Let me play through the whole thing. And a little bit slower. So far we have this. So let's break down that fast legato part a little bit. So starting in the 5, we're just hammering up to 7, hammering up to 8, then pulling back down. So then we play 7 on the 4th, 5th on the 3rd. So far we have this. And then after we get to that 5 and the 3rd, we really quickly go to this 7-9 where I slide back and forth. So overall the lick has a very legato, smooth type of feel. And that's what it sounds like up to speed. The trick to getting this lick down is just getting that legato part to sound really smooth. So really focus on the notes kind of bleeding into each other. And a good exercise to get this part down so it's sounding really smooth is just to play that 4-note pattern repeatedly. So you can just do this. If you do that for an hour or so, you'll have it down perfect. So getting that part down is the key to getting the lick. But again, overall, you're going for this very kind of smooth legato feel in this lick. And that's the lick. So let's play it through one more time at a slow speed. Okay, here's a pretty tough lick here. Again, in the key of A blues scale, same basic notes, and we're staying in the same basic position as that we're in as we were in the last lick. This one's just really fast. There's nothing really complicated as far as fingering goes. It's just a pretty fast lick. So the key to getting good at this lick is just being able to play these really simple pentatonic patterns really easily. So what I mean by that is things like this. These really simple, like 4-note kind of stock patterns using the pentatonic scale. You get really good at those tiny little fragments, and once you get that down, you'll be able to play licks like that, like this, much more smoothly. So if I was working up to playing this lick and I couldn't play it at all, I would basically take some of the basic movements and I would break it down into like 4-note chunks. So I would take that first part, and I would work on that, and I might work on that for a few days until I get that really smooth, and I try and play it fast. I try to play it at different rhythms, so try to get the picking down, whatever. Then I'd move on to the next, another pattern in the lick. So I'd move on to, say, the part where we hammer on from the 5 to the 8 on the first string, and there's that part right there. So 5, 8, pull off to 5, 7, pull off to 5, and then 8. I just play that over and over again. until I get that down. So that's basically the process I would go through if I was trying to play this lick. And once you get those little fragments down, you'll find it easy to put those together to come up with your own variations of this lick. So that's how I would go about practicing a lick like this if I was doing it for the first time and I couldn't really play it. I wouldn't try to, if I couldn't play this lick, try to play it through note for note the first time. I'd focus on little pieces and get those down first. But in any case, let's get into the actual lick here and talk about how to play it. So pull off 8 to 5 in the second, and then hammer down on 5 to 8. Notice the speed. This is in basically 8 note patterns, 30-second notes. So the feel is 4 notes. So try and think of it in 4-note patterns. But that's basically the first 8 notes there. After that, the next 8-note pattern is after we get up to this 8 on the first string, we're pulling off to the 5, hammer on 7, pull off to 5, back to 8. So all together it's like this from the beginning. That would be it up to speed. So then after we get to that note, we descend down the blues scale. So far we have this. A little faster. Then we do a fast section here, typical blues scale lick. Something like that. So that lick, slow, is basically hammer on pull off, and then 8-7-5 in the third string. 7 on the fourth, and then hammer on 5-7. That little lick right there is a nice little lick in and of itself. So another good one to fragment to practice on its own. Finally, we bend up in the 7th and the 3rd string. So let's break down this entire lick. Let's play it through one more time at a slow speed. It goes a little something like this. Okay, so here's the last lick. Let's break this one down. Bending up on the 15th fret, and nothing out of the ordinary here. A minor scale. Bend up on the 15th fret, and without picking again, pull off. You can do that. You can also pick again. And while that 13 is still ringing, we hit it again. And do that. So it's like this. Then we pull off 14-12. And then come back up, hammer on 12-14. So that's basically the lick. This is another one that's pretty smooth sounding legato style lick. So let's play it through again one more time at a slow speed.